Welcome to Tuberchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. This is Needs Watches. This is a creator with a very niche channel that does one thing extremely well. They talk about watches, and of course, all over the world there is a huge audience for the love of watches and the information that comes along with them. Needs Watches brings us live streams and videos where the discussion can be anything from what type of watches people prefer to the good and bad experiences they've had with different brands and makes and models of different watches. They're very much kept up with what is happening in the world of watches so that they can introduce us to new products and then as well give us some comparisons and things of that nature. This is a very dynamic host, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to them. They've been with the Tuberchat family for quite some time now as an official member as well. They've got over 1,500 subscribers now with about 1,530. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 that we know that they must be thinking about. And thank you everybody for coming in. I think we've got a couple of brand new channels in the house. Pardon me, Joe Dirt Treasure is here. Where did Baroque go? And Maha Najib, I think, is here for the first time. Baroque, Carol Girl, Homestead. I hope all three of you are feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I noticed that Palettes, Perfumes, and Panning, who also happens to be a member, sent through a highlighted milestone message. Those are available to anybody who is a member on any channel where they are enabled, and it flies through the chat like a super chat, and it's highlighted green for the members. So very cool, and thank you for sending that through. I've got quite a few members on our Wheel of Doom for today. And the wheel and the screen are open to everybody, of course. It takes a little bit of time to get on there. Members are added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Superchatters are added to the screen right away in order. Now, we had some internet trouble this weekend. I hope it's going to hold itself together today. We've been told that we have to have a tech come out and solve the problem. Because it's isolated, so we'll see. We'll try to get that done as quickly as we can, but if we hold ourselves together today for another 2.5 hours, we'll be able to raid Corinne's life for a premiere that they have got scheduled and set up and ready to go. And I'm going to have to make sure I don't forget to set the live redirect. I don't think I said it before we started here. But thank you everybody for coming in. I see Mrs. VSNC09 and Wolfsburg Productions are both here, as well as the Weightlifting Geek, Bayou Bengal 25, the Peace and Love family, and I am Betty J. Gathers. They are all on the wheel. As members, of course, Scratchin' PPA is in the pole position. He is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on YouTube in the last 5 years. Somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. We're lucky to have him here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Michael's Adventures can't be with us today. He is just working due to a work schedule. He tries to be here every day that he can be, but as another beloved and dedicated moderator, not to mention a generous creator and dear friend, he always makes sure that I remember to give everybody his regards when he can't be here. Facing Reality, it's good to see you here. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn, good to have you in the house as well. Baroque, Cowgirl, Homestead, again, hopefully you're feeling welcome, along with Mahad Najib. And then Rich Cat Ranch is fairly new to Tuberchat, as well as Dave's Adventures is a new channel name change for Thrill Seeks, a dear friend from a long time ago who has been with us for a very long while. It's getting on 2 years now. Jeremy D-Day has been with Tuberchat from the beginning. Minefort, it's good to see you in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Charlene Heel is here as well. And thank you, by the way, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Happy Monday to you as well. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, like a question or a comment, for instance, or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Again, we're looking at Needs Watches. This is a channel that does one thing extremely well. You can see the presentation here is just spectacular. That banner is gorgeous. The thumbnails obviously are very descriptive. You can see that this is a dynamic host, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to them. We feature a different channel every single day on Tuberchat because I want you to be able to meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. I want you to be growing your channel all the time. I'll be happy to see you every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Homestead, where you are, is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is Jennifer Anger, rhymes with danger, with a slight name change as well. Dave's Adventures dropped a super chat, but as a matter of fact, he actually dropped one yesterday before the stream cut out due to the internet. So I've got a couple of channels that I'm going to put up right away. Derek's Journey did the same thing. So Dave's Adventures, because of that super chat, is going to go up first right now, and then we'll get to Derek's Journey. And some of you will notice that, again, for the second day in a row, I'm wearing a new hat that I was given generously by a longtime friend named Mark the Shark. And I really do appreciate that kind of thing, so I wanted to show that off for today. We will look at his channel soon, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly after. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Dave's Adventures is here. Minefort, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right after Derek's Journey before Mark the Shark. And I really do appreciate that extra support to get us started for today. Annabelle TV is here as a member as well, so I'll get them onto the wheel right away. Dave's Adventures was Thrill Seeks. Now, on this channel, more than anything else, we're going to find theme park and roller coaster footage, but there's a lot more to this channel. You can see they're putting a lot of focus on featured channels on their front page, which is great to see. And whenever you have more than 8 members on your channel, you actually get this stripe that comes across the front page. You can move it or remove it if you'd like to, but it's a great way to recognize your members and give another little look to that join button in case anybody wants to consider a membership on your channel. So Dave's Adventures is bringing us a lot of shorts lately. It's great to see they're getting some serious activity on some of these as well. With the last couple of years we've all had, we haven't been able to get out, most of us, to a lot of the theme parks that we're used to seeing. And it's great that we have this to look at through Dave's eyes. He's been a dear friend for a very long time. He's got some more variety on his channel as well. And as we can see with the brand new avatar, which looks great by the way, and brand new banner, Dave's Adventures, Vlogs, Attractions, and Travel. So we've got more to expect from this creator. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to them. And they have got 1,330 subscribers right now. We'd love to push him towards the 1,400 we know he must be thinking about. So we put his channel up right away because he did drop a super chat, but he actually did that yesterday too, and we didn't get a chance to look at his channel. So I'm glad we got a chance to look at it today. Derek's Journey did the same thing yesterday, so we're putting that channel up right now. Annabelle TV saying that shorts don't give you watch hours. When it comes to monetization, no, shorts view time does not count towards monetization for public watch hours. So it's very important to know that shorts can be a benefit to most channels because they tend to get quite a lot of views over time. Wolfsburg Productions actually was talking to me this morning on Instagram right before Tuberchat, and they let me know they've got a short that's starting to move with several hundred, I forget how many views it had. And it can also be great for bringing in subscribers. So the idea is if you can post short videos that have that can accent the rest of the content on your channel, you will draw in some subscribers who will likely stay for your long-term content or long-form content. That's what we're hoping for. The How-To Lady, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. She is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. Crescent Art Designs is working on some art. She's from Toronto, so thank you for coming back in. And Soothing and Meditation Music, good to see you here. Yeah, the benefit is it draws in viewers, and some of them can get a lot of views. We have some moderators here like Corinne's Life, Makeup Mom and Son, Kristen Welton, that are really doing well with some shorts. They're getting 20,000, 30,000, even approaching 40,000 views on some of these things. I forget how high the highest one has gone. I haven't had personally that kind of success, but I have had a few hit over 1,000 views, and that's very common, as a matter of fact, as we've seen. So Derek's Journey is another dynamic creator who happens to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. But on this channel, even though it's fitness focused, they actually give us a great look at the creator and their home life behind the channel. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve says the shorts don't count towards monetization, but they count for watch hours after you're monetized. So they do not count towards the public watch hours that are specifically meant towards monetization. One of the things we don't really talk about, and it's because it's really not that big of a deal, is the idea that once you are monetized, you do have to keep up the momentum. They would like you to see, or they would like to see you keep up that 4,000 hours of watch time over 365 days. But it's not absolutely necessary. You don't have to worry. It's going to fluctuate like other things. The idea, of course, is once you get monetized, you're probably in a position where you're close enough that within any small amount of time, the momentum is going to have you at a point where you've always got 4,000 watch hours over the last 365 days or even more. So it's great to keep in mind. But I just don't want anybody to get too worried about that stuff. But you do have to keep in mind that shorts, under 99% of circumstances, do not count towards public watch hours. So it's just something to note. And then as well, while we're talking about it, the term is public watch hours. So any videos that are unlisted, private, or deleted will not count towards your public watch hours. You lose any hours that you had on those videos if you unlist them, make them private, or delete them. So it's something to think about. Be the Difference Clothing, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think I missed another channel too. I don't mean to miss anybody. The BC Family Dispatchers in the house, good to see you here. And then if I missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Chris and Larry Homestead, I can't type or speak, are here again, and they recently hit 10,000 subscribers. So it's wonderful to see a channel of that size still coming through, supporting creators, and I see them out supporting people all the time. So Derek's Journey, like I said, wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. They're doing well on their channel, fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships, as we can see. When we get into their videos, there's a lot of fitness videos here, but this family of creators takes us around on different adventures, vacations, and product reviews and things like that they do for us as well. So there's a bit of variety on this channel, but fitness-based. Derek's Journey does a great job of collaborating with other creators with challenges and things like that as well. I hope you'll enjoy connecting to them. 1,430 subscribers right now, says we'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 1,500 we know that they're thinking about. And they post frequently, several times a week. So next up is Minefort. Now, Derek's Journey had dropped a super chat on us yesterday, but we lost the stream due to an internet connection before we could get to their channel. Minefort dropped a super chat on us today, so thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. Allie's Craft Pursuits, good to see you in the house. Yeah, Boy Savage 23 is a longtime friend of Tuberchat as well. And the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. It's going to take a little while, but once the wheel gets worked down to about 5 or 6 names, pardon me, I'll start adding names from our chat list. And then Minefort is somebody I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new to Tuberchat. They've just been here a few times now. 157 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 160 they're thinking about today, a little bit farther towards their 200. And then as well, they're bringing us shorts, videos, and streams, so all 3 types of content here, and we can see that this is a dynamic creator. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can get another piece of content watched. And the idea, of course, is that when you're here, I put your channel on the screen, hopefully every time, and then over months or weeks and months, I get to know the content on your channel by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and things like that. And if you connect on the other social networks, then I get to know the creators behind the channels as well. The idea, of course, is that I will do a better job of promoting your channel every time you're here. Thank you, BioBangle25. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. James Money 615 was live right before Tuberchat. Forgive me, I saw it. I wasn't able to get in there. But James Money 615 has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Minefort. I'm going to take another video here because I just want to see exactly what you have to say here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. And next up is going to be Mark the Shark. So one more time, Minefort, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I wanted to get that channel up right away. Nitro Freak, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator I've got to get to know, but I was on Great Farmer Freelance's live stream this morning again, and he bigs up Nitro Freak quite a bit and says that's a very helpful channel, very resourceful. So I hope everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuberchat family. I know they've been here a few times before, but I'm looking forward to getting to know them as well. So for those of you who wonder, I am, for lack of a better term today, Mark the Shark. We'll consider it an alter ego. He graciously sent over this beautiful hat, which actually fits. Surprising. I got a pretty huge melon, to be honest with you. And it is a beautiful embroidered hat, so I really like it. And I do appreciate it very much. So, Mark the Shark, I just wanted to introduce this channel to everybody. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They come to us originally from our friends at Two Pineapples, actually. But Mark the Shark does pure variety on their channel. Sometimes they're bringing us out on the water. They, over the last many months, had a couple of litters of puppies. They do some dog breeding, and that's always interesting to see as well. And then they're doing a lot of live stream lately. So I'm going to take, now that it's Monday, the latest live stream, I'm just going to add this into my catch-up list, and I'm going to either watch or run that within the next few days just so I can catch up with Mark a little bit. He also plays some online poker and brings us other variety on his channel. 428 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him towards the 500 that he's thinking about. Coco's Ethnic Eats, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Yeah Boy Savage 23, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to make your channel the very next one that we look at. And thank you for the mention. Big likes, absolutely. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Button Mascara Homestead. I thought you'd been here before, but I must have been mistaken. But it's great to have you here. So thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Wolfsburg Productions is making me laugh because they sent through a super sticker, and yes, indeed, that is a good occasion for a mic drop. They just took over the stream boss position, and if you're wondering what on earth I'm talking about, that's the video game life meter under my camera that you see right there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person that takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for that reason. So congratulations to Wolfsburg Productions for taking over again. And we've got another brand new channel coming through, Spring Meadow Farm and Garden. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Collecting Coins with Gianna, good to see you here. And USA Scratchers, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Yeah Boy Savage 23 has been a long time friend of Tuberchat. I can see I'm behind with some streams that you've been doing lately, almost every day. I'm just taking your latest replay. I'm going to run that or watch it within the next couple of days. I've got it in a special catch-up list I use. And then as well, I see you're expanding into shorts, which is really, really cool. With 478 subscribers, you can see that this is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I hope you'll connect with them and enjoy that kind of support coming back to you as well. And then, yeah, Nitro Freak, and for anybody that's brand new to Tuberchat, if you haven't been here many times before, or if today's your first day, my recommendation is always to start a conversation with creators. Take your time, meet people one by one. You can meet up to about 8 subscribers per hour here. Any faster than that is working too fast. YouTube will just take a few of them away afterwards. We don't want that to happen to anybody. The most important thing, of course, is giving much more than we expect to receive. By that token, you start a conversation with a creator, let them know you want to connect, head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. Very important that it's longer than 3 minutes. Very important that we watch that video from beginning to end. I know it takes a few minutes. You can leave if you have to and come back. That's what we're really supposed to be doing. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I suggest 3 or 4 sentences, and then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators. Come back, let them know you've done that. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, good to see you in the house. Everyday Notes, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. It's me, Alec. Always good to see you as well. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Wolfsburg Productions is up here right now. They just took over as our stream boss. They happen to be a truck driver. It's really a truck driving couple, as a matter of fact. But Wolfsburg Productions has become a dear friend over a very long time. They're an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. They bring us pure variety on their channel. One of the things they've been doing lately is a lot of live streaming for like a ride-along type of stream. And they've got a multicam setup, which is really, really cool, where you get a look out the window to see what they're seeing, and then as well they keep a camera on them to keep the conversation going. They give us an extra look out the window, and they often bring people up on StreamYard panel as well, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will enjoy that. There's a lot of other variety on this channel. They have a furry friend named Jester, part of the family, with a couple of series of videos, as a matter of fact, and they get into things like subscription boxes, product reviews, lots of Happy Mail videos, and collaborations with other creators whenever they can. So I hope everybody will connect with Wolfsburg Productions and see what I'm talking about. I'm just going to grab your latest replay. I know it's really long, but I'm going to add it into my catch-up list anyway, because now that we're on Monday, I've got a few days. We're back on Friday again. Let's spin the wheel. The weightlifting geek is talking about swapping playlists. So if anybody in the house is willing to do that with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now we're on to spinning the wheel, but thank you one more time, your boy Savage23 and Wolfsburg Productions again for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. Pardon me for a second. All right, we're back. We're looking at Mrs. VSNC09. We had put a lot of the members on the wheel right away. We always put members on as soon as I noticed them in the chat, but we looked at a couple of channels who had dropped super chats on us, as well as Mark the Shark, who gave me this beautiful hat. So, Mrs. VSNC09 also has a very unique variety in content. Now, there is a bit of pure variety mixed within, but the bulk of what you're going to find on this channel revolves around the royal family. And what's interesting here is that Mrs. VSNC09 runs an incredibly engaging live stream. So whenever you can catch one of these, you'll see what I'm talking about. They have got, they really keep up on their subject. They really keep up with the news, and they're able to lead conversation. So when you have real conversation going on in your chat, it's a great service to any host. It sends true engagement signals into the algorithm and lets YouTube know that they should be pushing that content out because of the true engagement. So it's an idea. And I really would love for everybody to see what Mrs. VSNC09 does. Not to mention, this creator seems to be everywhere all the time. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I've just taken one of their latest videos and put it in my catch-up list to get caught up with them a bit. But as well, like I said, their live streams are really something to see. And they themselves also engage conversation everywhere they go, not just here in Tuberchat, but everywhere else that I see them. Deborah Finney, Spirit Orbs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Georgia Girl, that's GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. She happens to be a member, as is Lazy Days Ahead. Good to see you here. Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead is very much well known as the Mod Father these days on YouTube. Dr. Mercenary, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And thank you, Lazy Days Ahead, for dropping that highlighted milestone message through the chat. Again, those are available for anybody that is a member on a channel where they're enabled, and they fly through the chat like a super chat, but are colored green for the members. And my goodness, Scratch and PPA, you caught me. I can't believe I did that again. I've missed our Instagram post for today. I wonder if there's a possibility that I can get that thing done within 3 minutes while we go on break. We're not going to do that for another half hour, but we'll see. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know what on earth, why I skipped that today. I should have been ready, especially since I bought us an extra hour this morning. But thank you for that. Let me just make a note. I make my notes with pen and paper, but I don't always catch them as well. I wonder if Popping the Popcorn's going to come in today because it's her birthday today, if I'm right. Mr. Boots and Bounty, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, by the way, is a long time friend of Tuberchat, and then we got to be careful about the a little bit too much self-promotion sometimes in the chat. And the reason why I bring that up is just because it can be very much frowned upon on a lot of other channels, right? You don't want to go into somebody's live stream or premiere and say, hey guys, come and leave where you are and come and watch my thing, because a lot of moderators or hosts can get pretty upset about that kind of thing, and you could find yourself timed out, banned, or worse, and we don't want that to happen to anybody. So we always have to keep in mind the idea of self-promotion. It's just very frowned upon on YouTube. You know, there's hints of it not being you know, possibly against the YouTube's community guidelines. This is why links are such a big deal on YouTube some of the time, but it's just something to keep in mind. Misplaced Country Girl, not sure if I welcomed you earlier. Team Tyra, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Great Farmer Freelance, we were saying pleasant things about you behind your back a few minutes ago when I was talking about being in your stream this morning. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Danny Days Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, hopefully we're not missing too much in the chat. I feel like I'm missing a couple things. Homestead, where you are, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before, and for that reason, they're going to be the next channel that we look at. Let me get them up there right now, and I think I missed something else as well, so let me try to catch up here. Life with Belinda and Chuck is in the house. Good to see you here. Did we get a raid? Because a whole bunch of channels all came in at the same time. Horton Stash. Lazy Days Ahead is making me laugh. That's from Tim Hortons, our famous coffee shop. It's as popular as Dunkin' Donuts is in the United States, and I frequent that establishment, as Lazy Days Ahead seems to notice, and they've done that before. So thank you for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put their channel up right after Homestead Where You Are. I think I got you both out of order, but luckily they are both they've both been friends of Tuberchat for a while now, so I'm sure they'll be forgiving. I feel like I missed somebody coming in. Oh, it's from Great Farmers. Thank you so much. I should have known. See, I was talking about his live stream earlier, and look at that. Maybe that's a hint to us, right? Lazy Days Ahead, let me just make sure I've got you on deck, ready to go. And right now we're looking at Homestead Where You Are. So this is an example of what I talk about when I say that I'm getting to know channels, and the idea is that I want to promote your channels better and better over time whenever you're here. So Homestead Where You Are, I mean, if you think about the name just for a moment, you'll get an idea of what they're talking about. And what this is the idea that you can engage in a lot of the activities that you would expect from a homesteading family or creator or channel, even in a smaller space, which is really, really cool. And I hope that people will take inspiration from channels like this, but including Homestead Where You Are, where I believe we have a lot to learn, and I'm having a great time getting to know this channel now. They've got 530 subscribers. They just got their community tab, which is great to see as well. I'm just going to take your latest plum wine video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Annie's Kitchen and Garden Homestead, or sorry, Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Kaden Vlogs, good to see you back for what I believe is the second time. Thank you for being here. And Healthy G-Mom, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate all this extra generous support today. As you can see, everybody's knocked almost all the life off of our recent stream boss, which is Wolfsburg Productions, who gave us a mic drop a little while ago. So I appreciate all that extra support. Let's look at Lazy Days Ahead right now, and I've taken your latest video, Homestead Where You Are, so I can watch that. Kristen and I used to get involved in some homemade wine the first couple of years that we were living together here. She's been in Niagara Falls her whole adult life, but I came to be with her 6.5 years ago, and we started getting involved in homemade wine. And that was a project for a while, and we kind of let it go. But I've been wondering about that for a while because, you know, there's some health benefits apparently to having a glass of red wine once a week, you know, and things like that. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so I don't want everybody drinking all kinds of wine now. They're saying Tuberchat said so, because I can't be sure. Drunken Chef Barbecue, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Judy Mae Collins, I hope I welcomed you earlier, but thank you for being here. And Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Now, this is a channel you see all the time. You must have seen them by now. If you haven't, you will very soon, because Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead happens to be known as the Mod Father. He's built up an unbelievable reputation, not only of being a moderator on a channel, but doing an exceptional job at being lightning fast and being very aware of the different channels and the different things that different hosts would like happening in their streams. You know, I'm very lucky. You'll notice here in Tuberchat we have very few moderators. There's a handful of reasons for that, but the moderators that we do have all been mods here for well over a year. Some much longer than that, almost as long as 2 years. And they're all dear friends of each other. They're all dear friends of mine. One of the things to consider when you're thinking about having moderators on your channel is the idea that moderators have a little bit of power. They can do some detrimental things to your channel, and we'd like to think that that would never happen, and it is only occasional that I hear a bad story or go through something. But even here in Tuberchat, we had that happen. We had a moderator who was a dear friend, very much trusted, go through and delete a bunch of people, and I had to unban them all. And it was kind of a funny story now that we can look back on it, but it did have us thrown for a loop that day. That's just an example. But there's a lot more to it. You may have found yourself in a live stream or premiere and had moderators somewhat making jokes about, like, everybody better look out today because I'm feeling trigger happy, you know, and it's something that is definitely an issue when we think about how much time, effort, and everything else that it takes to get people to come to our channel, to watch our content, to hang out in our live streams and premieres. It would be a shame to really have somebody turned right off just because a moderator timed them out or banned them prematurely, right? And it's happened, you know, it happens all the time. It's happened even to me. And then you got to go back to the host or the mods on other social networks and, you know, sort it out and this and that. So it's very much something to be thought about. Something I don't talk enough about here on Tuberchat, I think. But there are a lot of great people, especially, you know, I like to say here in the Tuberchat family, that are very generous, that wholeheartedly want to give much more than they expect to receive, not just here on YouTube, but we see it in the nature of the creators behind the channels as well. So I know my speech is very long right now, but I just wanted to put, you know, a focus on this. I take moderating very seriously. Anybody can feel free to mod me on your channel if you'd like. I will help while I'm there. But there's a lot to it, you know, so we have to just keep that in mind. Lazy Days Ahead has built up an incredible reputation, both as a moderator, but especially as a supporter. I see Jesse on all kinds of live streams, hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels and things like that. Alex Animations, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Lazy Days Ahead again comes to us from the, I like to say, the homesteading community of channels, and they bring us a lot of do-it-yourself videos. They really had a lot of fun on their channel. I think it was this one here. Yeah, Jam It Up. This is something else. I had to rewatch the intro on this. I hope everybody will connect with them and just see how fun this couple of creators can be. And they've recently started live streaming themselves as well. So I hope we have a lot more of that to look forward to. They bring us a lot of the things we might expect from a homesteading channel, a gardening channel, a do-it-yourself channel, or maybe even a travel channel. So I'm excited to look forward to what they've got going on. But Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead is becoming quite a friend, not just to myself, but to lots and lots and lots of people throughout the YouTube street. So I hope you'll connect with them. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 800 subscribers we know they're thinking about. Thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. I will be hitting Tim Hortons on my way to pick up my truck from the mechanic. There's nothing really too detrimental wrong with it right now, but some simple maintenance. I had to get that air conditioning charged. I've had the truck for like 9 years now, and I keep it in immaculate shape. I baby that thing, right? But I haven't had the air conditioning charged, so apparently it's ice cold now, and I'm excited to find that out. Blind Neil, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Jamie Hart, thank you for being here. They're a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. Mountain of Inspiration, it's good to see you as well. Healthy G Mom dropped another super chat on us. They've done that before, so I've got their channel up right away, and I see they've got a new video just from a few days ago. I'm just going to take that and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and you can see they're bringing us all three types of content in the variety on this channel, basically around healthy living and healthy eating. They've got streams, videos, and shorts. They're at 4,800 subscribers right now, getting close to 4,900, and 5K will be right around the corner for them, which is really great to see. And Rich Cat Ranch is asking, is it necessary to have volume on when watching a friend's videos? So this is something that would take an unbelievable amount of experimentation to figure out the truth about, but there has always been talk, at least for the last 2 or 3 years, about the idea of leaving the volume on while videos are played. So what I do as a general rule just for myself is I leave the volume on number 2. Whatever device I'm on, wherever I'm looking at it, whatever, like, you know, when you're moving a slider or punching the volume up on the phone or whatever it is, I go down to almost nothing and then up to 2 and leave it there for running playlists. We know those watch hours count because I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times for hundreds and hundreds of creators, right? Not to mention, even for my own stuff, I've done a lot of experimenting, and we see that that counts. I can't be sure if it counts if the volume is off, and, you know, unfortunately, we don't have a YouTube engineer with us that can ever answer. I don't know if we'll ever be able to figure out the truth about that scenario, but unless you can't do it, I would always suggest leaving the volume on. One of the tricks you can usually do, especially on a computer, is leave the volume on YouTube but turn the volume down on the computer. I know when you're using the phone, it's a little more difficult to get that done, but it's an idea. But thank you for asking that, because it's also another thing we don't talk about often. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house, and she happens to be a moderator and a gold member. So we see her channel and the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so within the chat. The Gathering Within is here as well. I've got you on the wheel. Ghostly Winds is in the house. They bring us a lot of fun and energy in retro video gameplay. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Healthy G Mom is up because they dropped a super chat on us, but it's time to get back to spinning the wheel. So we'll get that done. When we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some more from our chat list. But in the meantime, we always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. And of course, we've had a handful of super chats today, which I really do appreciate. And we put those channels up on the screen right away in order. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jamie Hart is up next. Look at that luck. You just recently came in, and as soon as I put you on the wheel, you came up right away. Backlash Fisherman, let's get them onto our wheel as well. and we'll see what they have got going on their channel. Yeah, the Gathering Within happens to be a fellow Canadian, as is Great Farmer Freelance. We've got a lot of fellow Canadians. I happen to be close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, and so we always make a note of that with each other. But this hat was given to me by Mark the Shark, who is a longtime friend. He has a variety channel, and he originally comes to us from our friends at Two Pineapples, and I really do appreciate the generosity. I'm going to feature his channel on Friday. I was actually surprised that I hadn't already done that. He's a moderator on our music channel, and has been a friend for a long time. So we're going to get a really good look at his channel on Friday, but we looked at it for a few minutes earlier today. But I like to make a really big deal about the generosity that I see from creators as well. And Jamie Hart is up here now with 417 subscribers. They've got a lot of variety on their channel as well. On their banner, they tell us that they talk about horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke, covers, adventure, nature, photography, and cats, which anybody might expect, especially from this video right here. But I'm going to take your latest country live-in vlog video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. We've been on for about 45 minutes, so I'm going to start trying to move a little bit faster through channels. I know my speeches have been a little bit long today. That's nothing new or something that's not typical, but I do appreciate everybody's patience. I want to make sure we get to as many channels as we can in the next hour and a half or so, and then we're going to go and watch a premiere from our dear friend Corinne's life. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now. And because of the algorithm and these engagement signals that are sent in there when you share, we could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. So I'll appreciate it greatly. Trish the Natural is in the house, another member. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And Annabelle TV is up here right now. Bearded Eagle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They've been doing a few live streams lately, usually fishing. I caught them, I think, yesterday, and they're always out supporting other creators. They were in Great Farmers this morning again. And I do appreciate everybody coming in from Great Farmer Freelance. As a matter of fact, forgive me, Shane, I should have put your channel up for that reason. We don't, it's surprising, we don't actually get as many raids as you might think here in Tuberchat. But to be honest with you, I would rather see anybody else rated. You know, that just goes along with the generosity in a lot of different creators. I'd rather see people give to somebody who needs the traffic. But I do appreciate it when it comes in, so don't get me wrong. I'm sure everybody gets the angle there. Bless Lavender Blue 40, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, make people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Backlash Fisherman, thank you for the share on the community tab. I really do appreciate that. Annabelle TV brings us a lot of variety, but one of the things they've been doing most often lately is a lot of challenges that are somewhat collaborations with other creators as well. And you'll see a lot of this, but they're also considerate about the idea of mixing up the content so we have something new to see in a lot of these either food reviews or challenges. I'm going to take the latest one, add it into my catch-up list, and Annabelle TV always brings a little bit of comedy everywhere they go as well, so I'm sure you'll enjoy that after you connect with them and they start frequenting your channel as well. Eerie Frog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead. We have quite a few Aussies in the house. Ghostly Winds comes to us from Australia. All that fluff and stuff. Come Hither with Heather. There's quite a few, as a matter of fact. Now, our time zones are way off, so they're not able, you know, a lot of people in Australia, depending on where they are specifically, are not able to make every live stream here in Tuberchat. because of those time zones, but we move our times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones, and we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Courtney Shanice Reviews, another longtime friend of Tuberchat, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And actually, I'm going to put Great Farmer Freelance up for a second here. I have to go back and really look, but we might have actually hit the highest level of concurrent viewers right now. Just a second ago, I was looking, it said 51. If we got any higher than that, if it actually went up to 53, 54, I think that might be our busiest moment in Tuberchat history. I could be wrong. I forget, and I'd have to go back to our special editions to see as well. Backlash Fisherman, you're going to be up next. And I must have missed something in the chat here. Deer Slayer. I think Deer Slayer just subscribed, if I'm right, and I could be mistaken about that, but they took over our stream boss position. So every activity, including subscriptions, I forget how many points subscriptions do, but if the stream boss is at the lowest level, a subscription alone might be enough to knock out the stream boss. It looks like that's the case. So Deer Slayer is going to get a bit of extra exposure for that reason. And then, yeah, Blessed Lavender Blue 40, I think we can all take inspiration from each other. So you're going to see a large variety of channels here in Tuberchat, and obviously everywhere on YouTube. There's well over 50 million now. But you can take inspiration from all the different things that you see from creators. And a lot of people here are willing to help each other, and most people will be open to answering questions. When you see something that you enjoy or want to take inspiration from, I think most people will be happy to let you know how that happened or how they got that done. And then Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is Shane, and Great Farmer Freelance is also another Shane. And we're looking at a channel that I visited this morning. Now, I try to catch them as often as I can. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. You know, some of the people that you see every day when you first start your channel, you're going to start to see a couple times a week, then once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. And that's just the way that things go, because you're following more and more and more channels as time goes on, right? But Great Farmer Freelance, I'm lucky enough to still be catching a couple times a week for his morning live streams, and you can see, look at the grid right there. He's got 9 people on panel. There's Lazy Days Ahead up there in the top. You can see that this creator, actually, I'm very much impressed, I can say, because Great Farmer Freelance, just a few short weeks ago, was talking about being a beginner, talking about having a lot to learn, and they are really moving very quickly with their channel, not just in subscriber numbers. They're getting very close to 500 now, but as well with the reputation that they're building up and the engagement in their live stream. When you head in there, I mean, even this morning he had 20 people while I was there. I was there for most of the time, but usually I'm working and listening or hopping in and out, but I've got the chat on, things like that. But I was there for a while today. And Great Farmer Freelance is somebody who over a short period of time has been able to build up an incredible audience that comes in. Now, everybody's, you know, just supporting each other as much as they can. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Tuberchat, and I know not everybody could be here for 2.5 hours. I think we all appreciate every moment everybody spends, or most of us most of the time, let's just say. But I know Great Farmer Freelance does, whether you're coming in for a moment just to say hello, drop a thumbs up, or if you are able to let the stream run or hang out. But he always has engaged conversation going as well, and you can really feel the community that spiders out from Great Farmer Freelance's channel now for that reason. But I just wanted to thank you for that raid today. I really do appreciate that. And you know, we got actually quite a few brand new people coming into Tuberchat. I know it's you know, so it's got to be frustrating to sit there and wait for 20 minutes after you subscribe to a channel to be able to come into the chat. But we do that for a couple of specific reasons. It can help anybody's channel. If you're experiencing any spamming or trolling, that can really help, right? You can set subscriber only mode, and then you can dial up and down in real time the time limit as much as you want. In Tuberchat, we do it because we really want everybody to get an idea of what we're doing before they come in, because it's not for everybody, right? And if somebody doesn't want to do what we're doing the way we're doing it, I'd rather they be out enjoying YouTube, and then those, you know, who want to do things the way that we're doing it will be happy to be here. Of course, patience is a big part of all of this. We all know that. Hobbs Horror, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody on the way in. Pittsburgh Artist Studio, it's good to see you here. Backlash Fisherman is coming up next. Great Farmer Freelance brings us variety on his channel, but it is part of the homesteading community as well. Backlash Fisherman brings us a lot of fishing, but they also bring us a lot of ride-along live streams lately, and I can see they're really picking it up with shorts as well. So it's great you've got a bit of activity going on this one. Hopefully that continues as well. And pardon me while I try to keep up with the chat here a little bit. If I've missed anything anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Pittsburgh Art Studios on the wheel now because they happen to be a member, of course, and Garden to Table with Heather Lynn still in the house. So Backlash Fisherman has got just over 1,100 subscribers now. They've got it locked in. They're working towards 1,200. They're talking about hoping to start filming soon again, so they'll bring us more videos. But they've been doing a lot of live streaming. And this one here, what was this? Oh, so this they must be at home for. Here's fishing, and then where are the ride-alongs? This is one. I thought I just caught you on a ride-along this morning or yesterday. Maybe it's not processed yet. So this creator, I'm going to take your latest. Actually, I'm going to take the hour-long one, if that's okay. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just to give you a couple minutes of watch time there. I'll run that video. You know, I'll run that hour. And then thank you, Bearded Eagle, for leaving this running. I know how busy you must be. And I really do, like I said, appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So Backlash Fisherman, I'm glad you're getting these shorts out and getting some activity there. And you can see they're putting a lot of focus on featured channels here as well. And Backlash Fisherman sometimes even streams multiple times a day, if I'm right. Yeah, it looks like it here, right? So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Backlash Fisherman's another incredibly supportive channel. They always have an engaged conversation going on. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So let me think about spinning the wheel again. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then as well, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you here. Bear Logan Gaming, it's good to have you in the house as well. We're going to go on break for 3 minutes. When we come back, we're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA. All right, we're back. We're looking at Scratchin' Pete PA. He tried to remind me to do the Instagram post. I can't believe I let that slide. I was doing some other stuff this morning. And there's no reason. I bought myself an extra hour by moving the stream back. I should have had time. I guess everybody forgets something at some point. And I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody. Scratchin' PPA catches most of them here, if not all of them. But what I will do, we've only been on for an hour. We've still got an hour and a half to go. I want to put as many channels on the screen as I can today, like we always do. And Corinne's Life has a premiere for us to watch after. I really do have to get going. I can't extend the time today. But I can't make the Instagram post right this second because I haven't made the graphic for it today. And it just takes a little bit of Photoshop work. It probably won't take me more than 10 minutes. But what we'll do is we'll continue with channels for the next hour or so. And if we find that there might be a bit of time, let's say in 45, 50 minutes, something like that, maybe I'll take the 10 minutes to show you literally from beginning to end exactly how I make our Instagram posts and stories. And there's a couple of tips and tricks that you might be able to draw from that. So maybe it will be useful. We'll see how we're doing for time and how fast we can get through channels. Thank you, Blessed Lavender Blue 40. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Bit Appetite, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Khalid Delicious Food, and I really do appreciate the positivity that you always send through the chat. Maha Najib is still with us. That's a brand new channel here today, and thank you, Jamie Hart. I really do appreciate that positivity as well. Scratchin' PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 5 years on YouTube. And, here in the Tuberchat family, we talk about generosity and the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive, knowing that it always comes back. For those of you who've been here many times, you hear it in the stories that I tell about different creators that I've gotten to know over time. This creator is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, and you can see it in the response that comes back during his video premieres that run every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern on schedule every week without fail. There are almost 80 of them now. Sally Efemena, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend of Tuberchat. And Scratchin' PPA has an interesting interactive series of videos. So you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratchin' PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And it sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And I think we can all take inspiration from watching how Scratchin' PPA, right from the beginning of his series, almost 2 years ago, has contemplated and decided what he was going to do before he did it, then married in the outside social networks to bring traffic into his series and his channel, as well as make things fun and interactive for everybody involved. So I hope you'll see what I'm talking about when you connect over there. He's got almost 1,200 subscribers right now. And as well, when he runs his premieres at 12:15 Eastern every Tuesday, you will find a live chat that runs even faster than Tuberchat, faster than most you've ever seen. And that again comes back to the idea that he seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting everybody. Most of us shake our head and wonder how on earth he does it. His video series is so important to a lot of creators to make sure that they don't miss their chance to give him his 10 or 15 minutes of support every week, that some of us have alarms on our phones just for his premieres, not to mention some of us even text each other to say, hey, don't forget Pete, because we're going in now, or whatever. Anybody could forget, right? So it's kind of cool that this creator's had that kind of impact. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and you will see an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Rich Cat Ranch says, once we become monetized, how does YouTube Premium impact things since it means no ads for those viewers? Once you're monetized, you actually get a tiny sliver of income, and I don't know how to really calculate and figure within reason whether it's any more or less than you would have got from the ad money that comes in, but it's basically guaranteed. So for instance, you'll notice that Tuberchat has premium, right? So this is how one of the ways I'm able to work so fast. Most of you who jump between live streams and premieres have noticed that I have often got 3 or 4 windows going at a time. Eventually, I hope to do some behind-the-scenes photos and videos to show you exactly what I do, and maybe inspiration can be taken from that. But it's pretty simple stuff. I'm just running 3 or 4 premieres or live streams at a time. But the reason I'm able to work so fast is from premium. Now, I know it's quite a monthly commitment. It's more expensive than Netflix and most other things at I think it's 17 or 18 Canadian dollars now, which has to be somewhere around the 12, 13, 14, 15 American. And but for me, it's worth it because I'm on YouTube so much. And obviously you see the memberships and super chats coming in, so it's something, of course, that I'm happy to be able to put back in there. But a tiny sliver of that money is guaranteed to every creator who is monetized, whether or not you have premium yourself, when somebody with a premium account comes by. So it's kind of cool. Dear Slayer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So, I try to be transparent with everybody about exactly what I have and have not done. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers or anything that spectacular yet. However, I have monetized 5 channels, and some of those channels are bringing in hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month. I'm not talking about Tuberchat. I'm talking about other channels that I run specifically for other people. And then I have a few of my own, of course. Most of you know about that. But the idea is, if you want to know how that stuff is done, I can tell you what I've done, and hopefully you can take a bit of inspiration from it. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I try to stay up with the YouTube videos that come out from the creator team that come into our YouTube dashboard. I have a lot of bigger YouTubers that I follow that you probably recognize, like Sean Cannell, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, Sonny Lenarduzzi, Nick Nimmin, and I've got a list of about 5 more probably. And again, but I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Pardon me just for a second. Okay, I just need to look if I needed to address that. But I think we're good to go. Trish the Natural is up right now. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Trish the Natural has 357 subscribers. This is a creator who happens to be a member, so we have put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. They are bringing us a bit of variety on their channel, but particularly they're talking about hair care, beauty, and the care that comes along with that more often than anything else. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. Obviously, Trish the Natural is a dynamic host. I see them out supporting others also, and I'd love for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. Black Girl Story, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend of Tuberchat. And I'm going to try to move a little faster through channels now so we can get as many on the screen as we can within the next, let's say, 45 minutes or so. I would love to do that Instagram tutorial for everybody if I can. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up next. And this is another creator who happens to be a member. I appreciate their patience. This is Tracy and Phoebe, and they I don't know which one of you had the patience to deal with the internet interruptions we were having the last couple of days. I kept putting them on the wheel, but the wheel never got around to their channels before the internet cut out. But we seem to be holding it together today, so fingers crossed. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning brings us exactly what they talk about, beauty products, and they do that in many different ways. Now, first of all, they're doing videos, shorts, and live streams, so all three types of content here, but most often they're bringing us product reviews or unboxing videos. Sometimes they give us a list or a comparison as well. So I'm just going to take your latest video in your latest series, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That should help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And, yeah. Pardon me just for a quick second. I just want to always make sure I'm not missing something urgent, but we're good to go. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning has been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuberchat. You can see, of course, they happen to be a member. They've been here since the beginning of the stream, so it took over an hour to get onto the screen after the wheel, but that's half the fun, right? If not frustration and the suspense that's brought by the Wheel of Doom here. So we'll spin one more time. We'll see who's coming up. And oh, the How To Lady's going to do a live stream, and luckily Makeup Mom and Son reached out with a little bit of advice or help there. I'm always happy to see creators helping each other in a lot of different ways. You know, collaborating is a wonderful, wonderful thing, but it's great to know that we've got so many generous creators willing to share lessons that are learned along the way so that we can all make better decisions for our videos and our channels, myself included. Jamie Hart, thank you for the time that you've spent. I've already got you on the wheel of hopefully you'll get the rest that you need, but thank you very much, and we'll hopefully see you again next weekend. Good Times Homestead, yes, this is the Mark the Shark hat. Mark the Shark sent this over generously the other day. He had a few of these done. He sent them out to a few people, but I was a lucky recipient, so I wanted to show it off. I had it on yesterday, but we kept losing the stream due to the internet connection, so I wanted to look at it today. We're going to feature his channel on Friday, so you'll get a good chance to see that. We did look at it earlier today. I Am Betty J Gathers has 342 subscribers. This is a creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. She is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation. She wants to motivate us with healthy living, healthy eating. Sometimes she'll bring us for a haul video, and then she does a lot of live streaming now as well. You'll be more than welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're over there in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. Oh, Maha Najib, it takes a while to get onto the wheel or the screen, but I have a robot here that helps me determine the order in which channels are added to the screen. Botissimo is a paid robot. It works like Nightbot, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements, but it is a paid one. I happen to like it. But this is where I get a list of how active everybody's been in the chat, as well as how long everybody's been here. When it's time, I put the names on the wheel from the chat list. So it's open to everybody if you have a little bit more time to spend. Forgive me, I think Deerslayer said they were taking off. Is that right? Yes, thank you very much. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And I Am Betty J Gathers, like I said, will allow and encourage everybody to connect the same way that they do here. They bring fun and energy everywhere that they go, including other live streams. And I see them now hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels as well, which is great to see. That's a great way to share content and to get... change the dynamic of somebody else's live stream and content on their channel. It's a very generous thing to do, I think, to hop in and share your perspective on somebody else's stream. And then, yeah, Maha Najib, it takes a little while to get onto the wheel. Call me Ender, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sweet Pea Sids, are they in here? I didn't see them come in. Forgive me for anybody that I missed in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration, good to see you in the house. And the Weightlifting Geek is up here right now. They've actually got a couple channels. We'll look at both of those. And the Weightlifting Geek wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. They've got a lot of shorts. They're getting a lot of activity on some of these, as you can see. But they've also got a lot of vlogs. And hopefully everybody will enjoy some of these as well, because the Weightlifting Geek is always trying to inspire and motivate. And then, yes, Rich Cat Ranch. That's a great tip to make a playlist of everything you've got. I should have shown you on Scratch and PPA's channel. He's got, I forget if it's 80, 81, 82 videos now, because he did a few before he started the Scratch Challenge. I think he did 4 videos before it started. But he's got one called All Scratch and Pete. It takes about 17 hours to run right now, somewhere thereabouts. And it's great because he put it in there. A lot of creators will put something called Binge Watch Me or All I've Got or All My Videos or things like that. But that can be really helpful. And then you'll find a lot of creators here in Tuberchat to swap playlists with. New Jersey Fishing Maniac, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Chris and Larry Homestead. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then as well, Arsenic Element, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. The Geek Griller ASMR is a new channel from the Weightlifting Geek, so we've got more content to see, and we know that ASMR is a huge category on YouTube. So I'm curious to see what they're going to come up with on their channel. Yeah, Arsenic Element, Mark the Shark, sent this over. He's been a great friend for a long time. He happens to be a moderator on our music channel, but obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And we looked at his channel for a few minutes today, but it's going to be featured on Friday, so we'll get a great look at what he's got. A lot of variety on his channel. He happens to be a dog breeder as well, so we get to see puppies born and grown. And he takes us out on the water as well. Ghostly Winds is a longtime dear friend of Tuberchat. This is somebody who goes far over and above when it comes to generosity. And, you know, you're going to make friends over the course of the time that you run your YouTube channel. And that's going to grow and increase more and more. And some people you will find will go over and above to help you by noticing different things that happen both on your channel and out in the YouTube streets. Ghostly Winds is somebody who truly has had my back for a very long time, for which I'm very appreciative. And then let me try to address that. Oh yes, Call Me Ender sent a super chat. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Sorry, I saw that fly through the chat and I was busy yapping like I always am. Call Me Ender is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Thank you so much for that extra generosity. I hope you're doing well. We're going to find out when I get to your channel. Call Me Ender brings fun everywhere he goes as well. We're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again, because he dropped that super chat. And thank you, Georgia Girl, for dropping that highlighted milestone message through the chat as well. I really do appreciate that. You'll notice that took a little bit of life off of the stream boss. Goodness, pardon me for a second while I just try to see if I can do something about this. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, by the way. We just want to be careful about self-promotion, right? When you're asking like people to visit your channel or look at your channel or all kinds of things for your channel, you're letting everybody know that you're very much interested in your own and not as much in everybody else's. So the idea here, of course, is generosity. And the best success in Tuberchat is found by visiting other channels. I don't believe that putting channels on the screen has the impact that most people seem to think that it does. I don't think that when I put a channel on the screen, everybody rushes over there. That's really not how this works. Putting the channel on the screen just gives me a chance to talk about the creator and introduce to you what they do on their channel, at least from my own standpoint, and then give you stories about things that I've learned about creators as I've gotten to know them. But I know that everybody likes it. It's the best idea we have. While we're here for 2.5 hours, I'm happy to do it. Everybody has the chance to be on the wheel of the screen. It just takes a long time these days. Spring Meadow Farm and Garden, good to see you in the house. The Stock Explorer, thank you for coming in. And I've just wrecked my window as well. Pardon me. So Ghostly Wins is a longtime friend of Tuberchat on their channel. You're going to find retro gameplay. You see the Sega and Nintendo logos. This creator's been able to introduce me to all kinds of videos that I had not already had cross my path, even though I grew up with this stuff. They post a lot of videos, but you can also catch them in live streams where you can feel the energy and the excitement of this creator while they're playing. They really draw you in to their gameplay, and it's really, really cool to see. Even if you're not a gamer, I'm sure you'll find Ghostly Winds to be warm, welcoming, and you'll have fun when you're in their live streams. Call Me Under dropped a super chat on us. They've done that many times before. I'm just going to put their channel up right away. I know it's been a little while, but it's great to see you here. 540 subscribers right now. I'm just going to take your update video and see what you've got to say here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and hopefully that will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. Peacekeeper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Beltloop 29, good to have you back in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still out. Please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Peacekeeper, thank you for your super chat as well. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next before we spin the wheel. I don't know why Peacekeeper's super chats don't seem to register through the Streamlabs system. Never seems to do that. That's how I've missed them. Yeah, hopefully my stream's going to hold itself together. I've been having internet trouble all weekend, but we'll try to keep it up. If anybody does find that it's buffering, then please just refresh. Call Me Under brings us Dead by Daylight videos more than anything else, but they've actually got some more variety on their channel as well, and it's great to see they've got some shorts here, so hopefully some of these start to pick up some activity. It looks like they are. Call Me Under's been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. Peacekeeper is coming up right now. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Peacekeeper, I keep doing this. I clicked the wrong thing. Comes up in the search results right away. Peacekeeper is a popular name for a channel, so while we're looking for them, you can do this on a phone or a computer. We've got to go into the filters, make sure that YouTube knows we're looking for a channel called Peacekeeper, and it's all one word. And then once we get to this channel, we can match the avatar and make sure we've got the right creator that we're connecting with. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Thank you so much for the positivity, the how-to lady. I always appreciate that from you. She is a powerhouse of positivity. Forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. And then Peacekeeper has 234 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They've got a lot of shorts coming out now, which is really cool. Hopefully you get some more activity on these. I see a couple have started to do well. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from a creator like this. I'm just going to take your whatever stream and I'm going to run that as a in my catch-up list over the next few days just to get you a few extra watch hours. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I'm going to spin the wheel, but it's time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list. So I'm going to do that in a second as well. And then, yeah, Maha Najib, I just don't put channels on the screen when they ask. It's just not the way it works ever. So I do appreciate your enthusiasm. But it's still going to be a while because I always put channels up in order based on how active everybody is in the chat and how long they've been here. And I never change that. Bayou Bengal 25 is somebody I'm still getting to know, but they bring us fantasy football, which is something I haven't ever participated in, so I've got a lot to learn, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just going to take their latest video, put it in my catch-up list so I can get a little bit more education on the subject, and with 278 subscribers, we can see that this channel is coming along nicely. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're already chat, so I had put them on the wheel right away, and you can see that they are also active in the chat as well. So you'll enjoy that when you get them over to your channel. Woman Outdoors is coming up next. They were just featured on Tuberchat. And I'm going to add some names to the wheel right now. So the How-To Lady is coming up right away. Rich Cat Ranch will come up. And Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs for now. And then I'll add some more names as we need them. And we'll see if I'm going to end up with any time in about 20 minutes or so that I could do that Instagram post for everybody. I don't think so, Jennifer Anger. Pittsburgh Art Studio is coming up right now. This is another longtime friend of Tuberchat. They've been doing a lot of live streaming lately. They have actually for quite some time, not just lately. Let's see what they got going on. Oh, that's a brand new banner and avatar. These both look great. That's wonderful. Pittsburgh Art Studio, of course, is going to bring us art, but a lot of interviews as well with some interesting subjects. And I hope everybody will check them out. If you haven't already connected with Pittsburgh Artist Studio, they're getting very close to 1,800 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a little bit closer. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then as well, we see a shout out video here, which is really cool and just shows some more generosity from this particular creator. They happen to be a member, so I had put them on the wheel right away. If anybody in the house has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Elastic TV is a member. I've got them on the wheel already. Thank you for coming in. And we'll spin the wheel and we'll get to the next channel. Looks like it's going to be a close one, actually. But it's going to be Chris and Larry Homestead. This couple of creators, as a family of creators, really, actually hit 10,000 subscribers this weekend, which is really, really cool. And, you know, for any channel over 3,000, I usually say there's much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, and so much that much more it applies to this channel. So they've got a live stream coming up. It's actually going to start in half an hour. You know what I'll do? One of these days I can raid one of these. For today, I've actually got a raid set up already. Corinne's Life has got a premiere we're going to go and watch. I have a hard time getting to catch these. My next couple of Mondays may not be quite as restricted, so it's very possible that next week I could catch this. I'm going to try to make a note of that as well. And forgive me if I've already said something like that and haven't done it yet. Chris and Larry Homestead, of course, is a homesteading channel, so there's a lot of, education on this channel. Things that are, we often describe things as do-it-yourself videos, but a lot of times it's here, let me show you how I do something videos, which you can take as a do-it-yourself video, right? Maybe not, with instructions and things like that. So I'm just going to take another video from you, a recent one here, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me just catch another piece of content. And this series of Monday live streams is extremely consistent. Now, they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when you get there, including super chats and memberships, and they are a homeschooling and homesteading family in northern Arizona, and they will show you everything that they do on their channel, including homesteading, gardening, and the other things that come along with that. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. And Makeup Mom and Son is coming up. This creator happens to be here as a moderator and a gold member. Now, she's been a dear friend for a very long time. All of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They all have been for at least a year, most of them much longer. Makeup Mom and Son happens to be a very much loved and well-respected creator as well. But she's here as a gold member. So we see her channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. On her channel, she brings us a lot of variety, so there is a lot of beauty here, considering that her channel name is Makeup Mom and Son. However, she also brings us a lot of product reviews, unboxings, subscription services, tons of live streaming. Some of it's random, and a lot of it contains interviews with interesting YouTubers as well. Steve Batten Vlogs Talk Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Makeup Mom and Son, I'm just going to take your latest totally tubular video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. I actually giggled when I saw the thumbnail. I saw that come up earlier today, but I've got that in my catch-up list. Now, she's fully monetized, as you can see, with super chats and memberships available when you get there. The series of live streams, there's the how-to lady who's in the chat with us right now, Unstable TV, an Irish couple that does a lot of reaction videos. Their channel's just growing rapidly. But Makeup Mom and Son's got a lot of interesting friends for you to meet as well in any of her live streams or premieres, and this goes for all of our moderators. As a matter of fact, you'll meet more friends and family members while you're over there, because they will not only allow it but encourage it. So I hope everybody will connect with Makeup Mom and Son. And she's back to a little bit of live streaming here, so hopefully we'll catch one of these another night this week as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's coming up next. From Woman Outdoors. This channel was featured yesterday on Tuberchat as well. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see both within the Tuberchat community and out in the YouTube streets, and we feature them across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. We do that so that you can meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. There should be well over 300 featured channels on Tuberchat now. Woman Outdoors has 697 subscribers, dangerously close on the road to 700. I'm hoping we can push them up and over that milestone today. They have got a lot of shorts, and some of these are getting some serious activity. This creator will bring us outdoors for all kinds of adventure, but they often go on these solo trips, bushcrafting and camping. They will show us how they cook. They'll show us how they deal with snow, how they deal with rain. They happen to be in Pennsylvania, so they're able to bring us all 4 seasons in their content, which is really, really cool. And they bring us streams, videos, and shorts. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Thank you, Pittsburgh Artist Studio. And like I said, we got a great look at this channel yesterday. We always feature these channels within the first 5 or 10 minutes of each episode of Tuberchat. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now. And because of the engagement signal sent into the algorithm, it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. So the How-To Lady is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. You just saw this channel featured in a interview on Makeup Mom and Son's channel just like 3 minutes ago. And the How-To Lady is somebody who has incredible impact everywhere that she goes. Here in Tuberchat, she is very much known as an extremely energetic and motivating creator, but you'll find that on her channels as well. She's got 2 of them. On the How-To Lady, you can bet that there's much to be learned just by the name of the channel. She wants to motivate us with fitness and healthy living. She also does organization, do-it-yourself. She puts a lot of focus on other channels and businesses, including a very thoughtful job on a shout-out video for Tuberchat and some of our friends a while back. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And she does incredibly well with series. What you'll notice on this channel is a lot of these thumbnails match the banner and the avatar. Branding is very important to this creator, and I think it's going to pay off very well, because when I show you their second channel, Dee's Fierce Fashions, you'll see a similar look in the thumbnails, banner, and avatar. And what will happen here is when a viewer has been satisfied by a video that this creator has presented and they've seen, when they are then presented with another video from this creator, it won't matter which one of the 2 channels it's from, that creator will recognize the layout even with the slight color change in the thumbnails, and likely be inclined to click on this creator's video the second time around. Thank you, Call Me Ender, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the How-To Lady on both of her channels. Dee's Fierce Fashions is now on the second half of the road to the first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, we see channels hitting these different milestones all the time. So we just want to do as much as we can to push each other along. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Is on the wheel now. I'm going to add another couple of names. It's Me Alec will come up. And let's say one more Garden to Table with Heather Lynn. Actually, I'm going to add one more, Coco's Ethnic Eats, because I know they've been here for the whole stream. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Okay, thank you, Drunken Chef Barbecue. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel or the screen. The truth of the matter is, as long as everybody here is meeting each other in the chat, that's what we're here for. That's why it's called Tuberchat, not Tuber Guy or Tuber Screen or, Tuber Shark or any of that stuff, because the action really is in the chat. And then thank you, Spring Meadow. We are experiencing a bit of internet trouble. I hope to have it fixed within the next few days. We'll see. They got to come out here and figure out what has been going on. But I do appreciate everybody's patience while we buffer and all that other stuff. Another Canadian channel is The Gathering Within. This is a special channel because they bring us a unique variety in pleasing visuals and audio in their videos. And we see a lot of channels that want to help us relax or motivate us. This creator brings us positive affirmations with the mix of visual and audios as well. So this channel could be used not just to relax, but also I think as a pick-me-up, a positive pick-me-up or positive start to the day. And I think we all could use that from time to time. The Gathering Within has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I see this creator out supporting others all the time. And they actually support on all of my channels, so you get an idea of how supportive they really are. And then as well, I see them sharing content by hopping in with other creators on StreamYard panels and things like that as well, which is really cool to see. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We don't have a sub count on that channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. It's Me Alec is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. I'm shocked that we're not already connected, unless that was something that was taken away. Pardon me. It's Me Alec. This might be the first time that we're putting your channel on the screen. Is that right? I can't remember for the life of me. I thought we were already connected, but maybe I'm mistaken. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. I'll take this 20-minute one. I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and I know you are because you've been here many, many times. But hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. S.A. Lagari, good to see you in the house. They are a shopkeeper in Pakistan, and they do some live streaming there while they're operating their shop, which is really, really cool. I've hung out with them a couple of times, but I see them out supporting other creators as well. Rich Cat Ranch is coming up right now. We'll see what they got going on. I really do appreciate you engaging the conversation today. The more we talk about different subjects here in Tuberchat, even though we usually only do it in bite-sized chunks, I appreciate it because the more we learn from each other, the better decisions we can all make for our videos and our channels, myself included. So Rich Cat Ranch is fairly new to Tuberchat. They've only been here a few times, but have already had impact on our community by engaging conversation in the chat. That's a great service to any host. So I'm just going to take one of your videos here. I'm actually going to take the one you've got featured, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list, and that will help me to get caught up and get to know some of your content a little bit better. And then again, over time, I put your channel up on the screen, hopefully most of the time, and then as well watch videos and premieres and live streams and things like that. And over months, I get to know the channel and the content a bit better. And if we connect on the outside social networks, eventually I get to know the creators, and I'll do a better job of promoting you when you're here. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, and it's always Tuberchat, of course. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I always appreciate people sharing lessons learned along the way and observations both in and outside of Tuberchat so that we can share information and all make better decisions for our channels and videos. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is another incredibly supportive creator. Now, I used to group this channel in with the homesteading community of channels, but she actually does a lot more gardening. So you will find a lot of almost do-it-yourself videos here, and she says on her banner as well tips and recipes, but I see a lot of gardening from this creator more than anything. They're putting out a lot of shorts, which is great. Hopefully some of these start to get some serious activity for you. I'm just going to take your planting the flower bed video and put this into my catch-up list. That should help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. mind. But I've had a great time getting to know the content on Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. But this creator's built up an incredible reputation as a supporter. They are one of these creators who literally seems to be everywhere all the time. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly supporting others. So I hope for you to get that kind of support coming back to you when you connect with them. They've got 157 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. The Bud Files is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And they happen to be a member, so I had put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. 500 subscribers exactly. I'm hoping we can get them a couple of extras, because what happens with YouTube is they fluctuate all of our numbers, and that can go from our subscribers to our views to our likes to our watch time. It's a source of frustration for all of us. And what we find is that if you can get about 5 or 10 creators to support you over and above the milestone you're working on, let's say we get this creator to 505 or 510, they likely won't slip back below that major milestone. 500 means that they're going to have their community tab soon enough. Once you've got that 500 locked in, it takes about 7 days to have your community tab pop up. Never longer that I've heard of, but in almost every case it actually takes that whole 7 days. You just wake up one day and it's there. Red Hot Reactions, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. That's Steve from the UK, and it's good to see you here. He's been doing a lot of video gameplay lately and actually uses our music in his intro, which is really cool, and I appreciate that. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream running over there as well, where people come in frequently, and you can meet more friends and family members when you're over there, and there are link drops as well. Klastic TV is 463 subscribers right now. They bring us a lot of delicious-looking content. As a matter of fact, delicious salmon croquettes recipe. I don't know how to pronounce that. See, I got a lot to learn, and this is why I rely on cooking channels. What I really enjoy about channels that bring us healthy living, healthy cooking, healthy eating, or basically baking and cooking of any kind, is that we're getting a really good look at these creators putting their best foot forward, bringing us their favorite dishes, because most of the creators that we see within the Tuberchat family don't have unlimited budgets for the $50,000 ranges and unlimited supplies in the pantry and things like that. So they put a lot of care and thought into the things that they're presenting, and my imagination tells me that this is their favorite dishes to serve both to themselves but their friends and their families around the world as well. So I really enjoy cooking channels. Klastic TV has a bit more variety than that, but hopefully you'll enjoy it when you get there, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards their 500 subscribers as well. Putt King, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it's just about time that I wonder whether everybody wants to see me put my Instagram post, which I missed today, together quickly. It probably takes about 10 minutes. We've got about 40 minutes to go here on Tuberchat still right now. Lori's Tech Time is here. So I wonder how to do that. I'll tell you what, if you think we should do that tutorial, I'll try to get it done as quickly as I can. But I missed our Instagram post today. I have to make the graphic and everything. It's a template, so I really just have to change the colors and put a screenshot in there and everything. But there are a couple of tips and tricks you might enjoy. It's up to everybody if you want to do that. So you can let me know if you want to do that tutorial right now. I'll spin the wheel. We'll put one more channel up while we decide. And let's say you can put 1 in the chat if you want me to do the tutorial, 1 for yes, 2 for no, and we'll see what everybody has to say. Lori's Tech Time is coming up right now. Oh, yeah, this is Mark the Shark that sent this over for me. I picked it up the other day. I wore it yesterday for the first time, but the stream cut off, so I wanted to put it on again today. Good Times says they sacrificed their time on the screen for the tutorial. See, we don't do a lot of numbers in the chat, so my imagination tells me not everybody's going to be willing to do that. But we'll see. Lori's Tech Time brings us tips, tricks, tutorials, and tech on their channel. They do a lot of product reviews and unboxings of tech gadgets, but in the middle, they also do a lot of video game live streaming. They've introduced us to a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, and then as well, they do video gameplay, and they very much are considerate about mixing the gameplay up so that they can bring different content to their audience. Friends to family, Team Gravely, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And, okay, so I'll do the tutorial. Thank you, everybody, for responding. I hope everybody will connect with Lori's Tech Time. She's officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer right now. So, you'll have to excuse me. This is probably going to be clunky. But if you want to go back and watch, it's at almost 2 hours, about an hour and 54 minutes, into episode number 425 of Tuberchat. And I'm going to try to whip this together as quickly as I can. Now, I happen to fire up Photoshop for this, but I'm hoping that what you'll get is a couple of tips and tricks that will help you to speed things up. I am not an artistic person. I am great at graphic design now, but that is through years of having to do it and therefore becoming proficient specifically with Photoshop, but as well I use other aids to help me with colors. Now you'll notice that the last one that we put out was yesterday for Women Outdoors because they were featured on Tuberchat. If I go back to my browser right now and I search for Material Color Tool, what I'm going to find is something from Google, and this comes from my experience in app design, where they help people who are technically creative but possibly not artistic come up with color palettes and a way of picking colors for your apps or other things. So when I look at this, I can go into one of the layers that's got this purple color and see where I left off. So my hash number here, it's called hex colors. It's way too much for me to go into right now, but for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you will see 6A1 is the beginning of this. What that allows me to do is go back into the color tool and I can double check. I always use this strip, which is the 800 series of colors on these graphics, not for any particular reason, just for a lot of contrast, if you want to put it that way. The thumbnails for Tuberchat are done with the 500 series. Not that it matters, this is just a tool I use. There are 16 different colors here and a couple of extra shades at the bottom, but this allows me to skip over and use every third color. This might sound a little bit ridiculous, but like I said, I'm not artistic. By skipping to every third, I can go in an entire series of 16 colors, keep them very much different, but never use the same color twice through 16 different posts. Lasts me about a month. So I'm going to add this color, and all I had to do was copy and paste the hex number there, and I can click OK. When I go on my layer that has the live stream, I also match that color. It's just a copy and paste, and it should hold that. Now I've got to change. Our featured channel for today is Needs Watches. So that's just a text change, and you can see because I'm using a template, it seems almost as easy as Canva. I put a lot of work into getting these templates together, even though it doesn't look very advanced, because then you can save yourself a lot of work later. Now I'm going to show you another cool thing. First of all, I'm going to get a YouTube window open, and I'm going to get Needs Watches up here. And you'll have to pardon me because I'm really not watching the chat while I do this. I'll try to catch up with comments afterwards. So if I look for Needs Watches, which is our featured channel for today, what I'm going to do is resize my window a little bit, and this is just done by eye. I can't do this mathematically right now, but what I'm going to do is stretch the window just so that I keep about 5 videos on the front page, and I just stretch it until it pops out. I'm going to get rid of my notifications. I use this really cool plugin for Chrome, and you're going to see, I think it's called Awesome Screenshot. When I click, let me get rid of my notification window there. When I click this, I can use this tool to give me a screenshot of that web page. As long as you don't touch the mouse or anything like that, it's going to pull the web page out as a screenshot. I don't like that one because it's got this gray bar on the side. So I'm going to do it again. You have an option to choose visible part of the page or the full page. In this case, I'm going to use the full page because the first one didn't work. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Now it's going to give me this screenshot, and it's very easy to just drop this onto my downloads folder on my computer or wherever else I want to put it. And this is going to be something I'm going to use again in a second. Now we're going to skip to a website. I type in BRIME and the word crop. And that is a free website that lets you crop images almost instantly. So what I'm going to do is... Actually, forgive me. I knew this was going to be clunky. I don't actually need this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it works anyway. We're going to go back to our downloads folder. I'm going to grab that needs watches, open it up, and you'll see that this cuts the screenshot for me. If I needed that for something smaller, it just saves it right back on your desktop. You could do a series of videos if you want. It'll drop them as a zip file. So forgive me because I didn't actually need to do that. Now what I'm going to do is use in Photoshop, there's a command called place embedded, and what that does is it takes a graphic from outside and drops it in here and tries to size it the way that it thinks I might want. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here by using my larger of the two images that I saved as a screenshot. Now it doesn't size it the way I want, and I don't want to do this by eye. I have this set as 1980 1920 by 1080, which most of you know is the size of our thumbnails or the resolution of a typical television screen. So what I'm going to do is change this to 1922 wide and leave the aspect ratio the same so that it keeps the look of the page. When I drag this page around and set it where I want it on my screen, then I can just save. If you noticed, I used a command earlier to open that up, and that was just edit contents here on the layer that holds my screenshot. So all I did was right click and click edit contents. That's how I got in there to do that. Now I'm going to save this. So it's going to save. And forgive me because I'm using the wrong command. I use a legacy command from an older version of Photoshop, save for web. And this is going to automatically save it in the format that I want. I have it sized at 1080 by 1080 because it's a square for Instagram. I'm going to put this in my Dropbox, and I have a special folder where I keep all of these things. The reason I use Dropbox is so that I can get back to this from my phone instantly. Now I'm going to open up a text program, and we're done with Photoshop for the day. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to get rid of that. It will close as soon as it's ready. My text program will open up in a quick second here. I'm going to open up a file. I want, let's say 423 is fine. This is a text file I have with my Instagram text. I'm just going to save the file again with a new number because we're on episode 425 today. And this will be ready for me in Instagram. I've got QuickTime Player already open. And let me see what I can do if I can get this the right way. I think I want a new movie recording. And because I have my phone plugged in, it automatically comes up. So I'm logged in on Instagram first. So the first thing I have to do is go over to Dropbox. And I'm in my folder already because I did this yesterday. So I grab my graphic, I press and hold the screen, gives me a chance to save to my camera roll. Of course I'm on iPhone, but it should be close enough to what you have to do on Android as well. Now I go down and find that text file that I had, and I'm going to click the little box in the bottom there. I hope you saw that. In the bottom here, there's this little box. If I click on that, it gives me the chance to get a cursor into this text file. If I just press again, the option comes up to select all, and then I can copy. Now I'm done with this. I'm going to go back to Instagram. Now it's time to make a post. So in the top of the screen, I click the little plus sign, tell them I want to post. It's already ready for me because it's the last image that I saved. I click next, and all I have to do is paste in the text that I copied into my caption. I want to tag people, so I'm going to see if I've got needs watches. Somehow Instagram already knew that I wanted them. I click done, share, and that post is out there. So as soon as I see that the post has propagated, I'm going to give it a like, of course. Hit the little triangle down beside that like button and say add post to story. Now I'm going to go into my stickers. I'm going to type in the word live, and most of you have seen these already if you're following Tuberchat on Instagram. I'm going to grab that little sticker. I'm going to put it up in the corner as well. I'm going to use an @mention for needs watches because you want to get as much exposure out on Instagram as possible, and this creator will get a notification about that. The next thing I want is a link to today's episode of Tuberchat. So what I'm going to do is switch accounts in my YouTube app, get over to Tuberchat. I'm just going to go onto my own channel, make sure I've got the right video, click the 3 dots, that gives me the share where I can copy the link. Then I'm going to go back into Instagram, use the link sticker, and paste in that URL. I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to drag it up in the corner where I want it. As well, I like to always add some music from our copyright-free music channel. I'm just going to use any song today because we want to hurry. I always change the color here, and you can change the style of that sticker. I drag it up into the corner, and we're done. Click share. I'm not going to add anybody. I'm just going to let it go. And hopefully that was a fun tutorial for everybody to watch. I can't believe how quickly I can talk and do that at the same time. My dear goodness. And there's need watches, and we're time to get back to our wheel. So I don't know if that took any longer than I intended. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. So again, if I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, forgive me. I was very focused on getting that done as fast as possible. You can go back and watch that. We're on episode number 425 of Tuberchat. And that was about an hour and 54 minutes into today's episode, if you want to go back and watch. Forgive me for anybody that I've missed in the chat. Cabarar Gaming, it's good to see you here. Joe Grace, not sure if I welcomed you earlier. I thought I saw another couple of channels come through, but I could be mistaken. Jeremy D-Day's in the house, and as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They've actually been with us from probably the beginning, and it's great to see that after all this time, this creator is still coming back to support and meet friends the right way. It's obviously been a little while, so I'm going to take your latest video here, the 2.5 minute one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your content a little bit. It's great to see you've got some shorts and you're getting a bit of action on these as well. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, like I said, has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, a very loyal and dedicated supporter to say the least, so I hope you'll connect with them and find that support coming back to you as well. I'm just going to double check that I've got Corinne's life ready to go. She's got a premiere coming up in another half hour. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Corinne's life is coming up right now. This is the channel we're going to go and look at in about 20 minutes. She's got a premiere coming up for us. I'm going to leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins so that you can clean up your connections here, but you will be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're over there in that premiere as well. I'll drop the link for that when we get a little bit closer to the time, about 10 minutes from now. And Corinne's Life has a channel that is pure variety. It encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life. Product reviews, unboxings, vlogs. Corner Clubhouse, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And she also is a small business owner. She does a lot of printing of different types of merchandise. Like, for instance, my Tuberchat mug in front of me right here that our moderators got for Christmas this year. And you see a lot of her merchandise coming out. Anything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to all kinds of different things. Almost anything that can be printed she can make, so we can use this creator to learn from as well as use them as a resource when it comes to the idea of monetizing your own channel or business with merchandise, because I know it's a very popular thing to do, and it's a great way to bring in some income, not to mention get some extra exposure for your channel. The Peace and Love family is coming up right now, and I'll get some more names onto the wheel in another second here. They're fairly new to Tuberchat, but they happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel when they first got here. They've been in the pole position for a little while, and it's great that we're getting a chance to look at their channel right now. I'm just gonna get back to my I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Pardon me. The Peace and Love family has 479 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. They're obviously getting close. It's not going to be very long. The BC Family Dispatcher, good to see you back. Thank you for coming back in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, I did say that I was going to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that in a quick second here. Good Times is already on there. The How-To Lady we looked at. Cabaret Gaming will come up. Joe Grace will come up. Maha Najib, for sure. And I'll add some more names as we need them. I'm going to get through as many channels as we can in the next 20 minutes or so. We always try to get through as many as we can. I'm probably going to pick up the pace here a little bit as well. So the Peace and Love family, I love the name of this channel. I'm still getting to know them. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up and get to know their content a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that the stories about the creators here in Tuberchat get better as time goes on, as I get to know them. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded from time to time to give a thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone. Let's spin. I'm not sure if I spun and just ripped off somebody's chance. Forgive me for that if that's the case. And Purple Tube is still in the house. Let's get Coco's Ethnic Eats up here. We'll see what they've got going on. And Purple Tube is still here. I'm going to have to add names one by one now because we'll see how we're doing for time. I'm going to race through channels. Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Coco's Ethnic Eats is brand new to Tuberchat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe to your channel and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's spin. We'll see who's coming up next. Bearded Eagle, thank you for hanging out still. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Maha Najib, it's good to see your channel now for the first time. This is another brand new creator in Tuberchat today. It might be interesting to know that every single day on Tuberchat we get over 100 channels that will come through, some new, some that have been with us for a while, and some that have been with us for a couple of years now. But there are always 5 to 10 brand new channels here in Tuberchat. This is one of them, Maha Najib. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next up is going to be Bearded Eagle. This is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. This is somebody I met outside because they actually connected with me while I was chasing some polarizing content in some live streams on my personal channel. But it's interesting that Bearded Eagle was already supporting a lot of other creators here in the Tuberchat family, particularly outdoors and homesteading channels. As I've gotten to know Bearded Eagle, I see how supportive they are to channels of all sizes. Sometimes you see him in a channel with 60,000 subscribers. Sometimes you see him in a channel that's just starting out with less than 100. So it's great to see a creator willing to support others in this way as he grows his own channel with 424 subscribers. You can also see that Bearded Eagle is doing a lot of outdoor footage. Sometimes he does some family stuff. It's great that these shorts are starting to get some activity as well. There's a lot of live streaming here. He's definitely an advocate for a lot of fishing, but happens to be a busy guy as well. So you'll see him as you bounce in between different premieres and live streams for different creators as well. Misplaced Country Girl, let me get you onto the wheel. I'm just spinning right now. We're going to get Georgia Girl up on the screen. This is GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. GA Girl stands for Georgia Girl. She was, if I'm right, born and raised in Georgia. She actually mentioned that the other day, and I can't remember if she said she moved there, but I think she said she was born and raised. So Georgia Girl is here. This is a creator who brings us pure variety on her channel. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up. But she's been doing a lot of live streaming lately, and I've been able to catch her a couple times as well. She will always allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're over in her channel, so you likely will. And she posts and streams frequently. Let me just get a link here in the chat. The live redirect is already set, but I'm dropping a link for a premiere that we're going to go and see from Corinne's Life, which is a channel we just looked at, who happens to be here as a member and a moderator, has been a dear friend of me for a long time, and is a very much loved and well-respected creator. So Joe Grace is coming up next, and now I'm really moving through channels. I want to get as many on the screen as we can before we go over for that premiere. Anybody can head over anytime. I'm going to pin the link as well so that everybody can get there whenever you would like. We'll all go over and raid together when the time comes, and for those of you who have autoplay on, the live redirect is already set. Andre Southgate, good to see you here. Joe Grace has 87 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on that road to the first 100. I see you're putting out a lot of motivating shorts. I'm hoping we can get this creator a little bit more activity on some of these as well. A lot of live streaming and of course videos as well. I'm going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with your content, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Joe Grace. This is another creator that I see out supporting others regularly as well. The BC Family Dispatcher, you are not on there yet, but I'm putting you on the wheel right now. We still got another just over 10 minutes to go. For those of you who have noticed, I've got this beautiful hat from a dear friend, Mark the Shark. He happens to be a moderator on our copyright-free music channel, but also obviously is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuberchat family. Nancy Ogbibor TV, Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or incorrectly. I'd love to be promoting your channel properly when you're here, but I really do appreciate you coming in. And forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with Tuberchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. A creator who's been with me from the very beginning is Jeremy D-Day. This creator has a second channel called JD Knight 7 with 4,000 subscribers. We'll look at that in a moment. Here on Jeremy D-Day, he's got 300. We'd love to push him a little bit farther on this channel as well. Inspire so many. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it's pure variety on this channel. Jeremy D-Day is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting all kinds of creators. It's interesting to know I've been connected with Jeremy D-Day for 2.5 years now, since long before they started this second channel, long before Tuberchat was even an idea, and they've been with me ever since the beginning. So it's great to see after all this time, and especially with the channel as big as what he's got on JD Knight 7, he's still out meeting new creators and meeting friends the right way. So JD Knight 7 now with almost 4,300 subscribers is the original channel from this creator, and you can see that they're very active on the other social networks as well. So I put a lot of focus on the idea that Jeremy D-Day's been with me for so long, so you can get the idea that you might wonder to yourself, you know, when you start your YouTube channel, who's still going to be with you a year from now? Who's still going to be with you 2 years from now, supporting you the way that they were in the beginning? Putt King, thank you. I'm just going to put your channel on the wheel right this second. Even if you have to go, we'll look at it quickly either way. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuberchat. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is up. This was Jennifer Anger, rhymes with danger with a slight name change, and they have been giving us incredible support both here in Tuberchat and on our copyright-free music channel. We'll go and look at that after Corinne's Life's premiere today, and you'll likely find them in there dancing and attacking everybody and bombing everybody and winning money in the slot game and everything else. But I really do appreciate the extra support from Good Times Homestead. Not to mention, she engages conversation everywhere she goes, and I really do appreciate that kind of support as well. You're really doing a great service for any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, when you engage true conversation because of the algorithm and the engagement signals that are sent there. Cabaret Gaming is coming up on the wheel. Misplaced Country Girl, I meant to put you on there. I'll take it one at a time now because we're getting pretty close. We just got under 10 minutes to go. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, see what's happening. And Corinne's Life has a premiere, so you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in that live chat. And we'll keep this stream going for an extra 3 minutes right up until that premiere starts, so that you can clean up your connections here before you head over there. And Putt King is coming up. I just dropped a message for Corinne's Life on Instagram there in the mod groups, just to ask you if you've got a 5-minute intro on that premiere, or if it's another length, just please let me know. Putt King is another longtime friend of Tuberchat. You can see that they've been doing a lot of gaming live streams, basically, when we talk about Family Feud. I'm going to take one of your replays and just try to get you a few more watch hours here. So I'm going to take this and add it into my catch-up list. I've got a few days now before we're back on Friday, so I'll be able to run that, if not watch the whole replay. And Putt King, like I said, has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin and we'll get another channel up here. And Inspire So Many, in your analytics, there's a tool that might give you an idea as to what the best time is for you to post. or for you to stream on your channel to catch the biggest number of viewers at a time. If not, if you don't have that section, you can plug into vidIQ. I believe that it's free, the widget that tells you how to determine the best time to post or stream. So that's something that YouTube kind of took from vidIQ a while back, or if you want to look at it that way. All these big companies just take everything from each other. The BC Family Dispatcher originally came to us from Instagram. It's a great example of how using the outside social networks for free can bring in extra activity for your videos and your channels. So the BC Family Dispatcher is also building up your reputation as a moderator on a few other channels, but they've been with Tuberchat for quite some time now, so I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them if you haven't already. Andre Southgate, I'm going to get you into the wheel. Boomy the Lost, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but I'm going to get you on there as well. That might have to be it for today, but we'll race through these channels and see what we can do. Like I said, I'm going to leave this live stream running right up until the moment that Corinne's life's premiere begins, so that everybody can clean up their connection. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that message. I might have forgotten to go and look. You would be surprised how many mistakes I make while I'm up here doing Tuberchat, but Scratch and PPA, thank goodness, is not only a dearly beloved and dedicated moderator, but a dear friend and somebody who truly has my back and picks up a lot of the things that I miss while we're here. Misplaced Country Girl has 85 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. I'm just going to take another video from you and add it into my catch-up list. I'll give you another couple of minutes of watch time while I go through that 20-minute video, and hopefully we'll get you a little bit farther as well. It's great to see you're starting to get some activity on your shorts as well, so I hope that continues. Andre Southgate, I didn't realize I added you onto the wheel twice. That's great. So we'll spin. We'll get Andre Southgate up here right now, see what they got going on their channel. Is there anybody that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet that is still in the chat or listening or watching? Just please say anything at all in the chat. I think I have time for 2 more channels. 1,120 subscribers or so for Andre Southgate. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. Andre Southgate brings us a lot of content revolving around prize fighting. They also do a bit of random videos here with their shorts, but you can see that they've had some great success with a few of these, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. There's somebody who's been with Tuberchat as a friend for a while now, and I'd love for you to get that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here right now. Purple Tube is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Purple Tube does pure variety. She's been a friend of Tuberchat for probably a year and a half now, and also likes to help people with advice when it comes to the idea of growing their YouTube channels as well. So Purple Tube now has over 2,000 subscribers and is well on the way towards 2,100. Nancy, I'm going to get your channel up there right now onto our wheel, and Nicholas Family Adventure, and we'll see, that might have to be our last 2 for today. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Purple Tube. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. I'm going to take your 4-wheeler video and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will just help me get caught up with a little bit of your content as well. Purple Tube's another creator that I run into, bouncing in between premieres and different live streams as well. Thank you so much, Bearded Eagle. I'll see you very shortly, I'm sure. Nicholas Family Adventure, we'll see what they got going on. I wonder if you mean a little bit of everything, Old Tunes. Is that what you meant? Old Tunes, thank you for being here, by the way. Nicholas Family Adventures, we'll see what you got going on your channel right now. I'm going to put Old Tunes on the wheel. I think that has to be it. And I'll drop the link one more time for our premiere. The live redirect is already set, but if you want to come over and meet more friends and family members the way we are right now during a premiere for a video, you can, and we'd love it. And then Corinne will send us to the music channel after, where you can meet more friends and family members. Nicholas Family Adventures is somebody I'm still getting to know, but I'm just going to take another video from you, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit. And of course, like I keep saying, the idea is the more I put your channel on the screen here, the more I watch videos and hang out in live streams and things like that over weeks and months ahead. I get to know your content a little bit better, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I get to know the creators behind the channels as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, but I love talking YouTube, so anybody can reach out to me anytime, and I'm always happy to hear lessons learned along the way. It could be questions if you think I can help, but I'm also happy for any things that you notice out in the YouTube streets that can be helpful to everybody as well. Old tunes, I'm happy to see that vinyl record player. I am a vinyl record advocate. I actually missed Record Store Day last Saturday for the second round this year. There really wasn't anything more I was going to get. You know, we all have to limit ourselves at some point, but I did pick up a couple of things. I don't know if you actually enjoy vinyl records. It looks like you might. But I have quite a collection. I was a DJ for a very long time, so I literally have thousands away in storage, costing a fortune. But I also have recently started rebuying over the last many years, since I started my YouTube channel 5 years ago, or I think it's 4 or 3 years ago. Let me take my one of your videos here and add it into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'll do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat now and have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I didn't spin, but I put up Cabaret Gaming right now. This is a creator who brings us 2 different channels. I'm setting your notifications right now. I've been lucky to catch them on a few live streams lately. Just going to take your shout out Sunday video, add this into my catch up list. That will help me stay caught up here. And when we look at Cabaret Vlogs, we see a second channel from this creator where they're bringing us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials. And it's from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming, a very warm and welcoming creator who shares fun and energy in their live streams when you can catch them. I'm just going to take a video from there, and for fun, we're going to spin Nancy Ogbabor TV. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I've got time for one more channel, thank goodness, because I almost missed the Stock Explorer. But I see that Mr. Bones is here as well. I just ran out of time, like 1 second to go, literally. Luckily, the Stock Explorer has been here for most of the stream today. Let's get this channel up here. Again, it's brand new to Tuberchat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. And I'll add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this ginger, garlic, turmeric, and onion powder video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet people from around the world in different time zones. Forgive me for the channels we did not get to today. I don't think there's very many, but I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. The Stock Explorer, of course, was here for most of the live stream. I'm just going to drop our link for our premiere. Everybody can head over there. The premiere is literally already started. The intro is running, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting over there. The Stock Explorer is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with a couple of channels. They're going to help us out with everything related to the stock market and the crypto markets. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Let's head over and visit Corinne's life right now, and I'll see everybody over there. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.